What if I told you he's secretly tricking you into watching his videos? Let me show you how he's mastered the art of clickbait. Throughout his rise, Ryan maintained a wholesome and likable personality, never sparking controversy and always staying humble. But behind the scenes, Ryan is secretly a clickbait master. Most YouTubers experience growth followed by a drop in views, but every time Ryan's views start to dip, he finds a way to reinvent himself and keep growing, whether it's through fresh content ideas, crazy concepts, or his latest skill, mastering clickbait. Before we dive into how Ryan uses clickbait, let's take a quick look at YouTube's history and its algorithm. Understanding this will show us how Ryan applied lessons from the past to create better content. YouTube's algorithm uses several factors to decide which videos and channels to promote. At one point, YouTube focused heavily on a video's click-through rate. For example, if 100 people saw your video in their feed and only 3 clicked, your CTR or click-through rate would be 3%. Back then, the higher your click-through rate, the more YouTube would promote your video. This led to a big problem. Creators realized that the crazier the thumbnails looked, the more people would click. As a result, there was a frenzy of clickbait thumbnails that promised something exciting but delivered content that was often unrelated. Audiences felt deceived and disappointed. In response, YouTube adjusted the algorithm to prioritize more than just clicks. It started focusing on metrics like watch time, average view duration, and audience retention, factors that reflected how satisfied viewers were with the content. From this clickbait apocalypse, creators learned valuable lessons about what makes a video clickable. Ryan Trahan has taken these lessons and applies the same clickbait tactics, but with a twist. He delivers on the promise in his thumbnails, keeping his audience engaged and growing. From the clickbait apocalypse, we learned that there are key elements that make thumbnails more clickable. Bright contrasting colors, strong emotions, and extreme perspectives. When it comes to using bright colors, it's not just about flooding the thumbnail with color, it's about strategically creating contrast. The greater the contrast, the more likely a potential viewer will pause their scrolling and click. In this thumbnail, Ryan uses bright yellow against a black background, making the colors pop and grab attention. This theme of bright contrasting colors is something Ryan consistently applies through his thumbnails, ensuring they stand out. By using the color wheel as a reference, we can see the further apart the colors are, the greater the contrast is. Next, let's talk about emotions. Emotions trigger our psychology and quickly convey what might happen in the video. A surprised face could hint at something unexpected, while a sad expression might suggest a negative outcome. When done right, this emotional bait can be very effective. To maximize impact, the face showing emotion should fill about 1/3 of the thumbnail. If it's too small, viewers can't see the expression clearly. If it's too big, there's not enough room for other visual elements. In this thumbnail, Ryan shows a concerned expression on the right third of the image, paired with a 1-star review that says "Don't fly Ryanair." This creates a sense of mystery. Viewers are left wondering why Ryan is so worried and why they shouldn't fly this airline. By sparking curiosity, Ryan increases the likelihood that viewers will click and find out what happens. Finally, Ryan uses perspective to enhance the story in his thumbnails. In the video "I Survived the World's Loneliest Job," he makes the setting appear small and isolated, amplifying the feeling of loneliness. By shrinking the location on the deserted island, he uses the limited space in the thumbnail to effectively communicate the lonely feeling. These elements, contrast, emotion, and perspective, are Ryan's go-to tools for creating thumbnails that not only catch your attention, but also invite viewers to explore the story behind the image. Creating a great thumbnail is only half the battle. While Ryan knows what could make a clickable thumbnail, even he can't always predict which one will perform the best. Sometimes what he thinks might work doesn't drive as many clicks as expected. This is why Ryan uses A/B testing. This feature lets creators upload up to 3 different thumbnails for a video and compare their performance, showing which one gets the most clicks and the best average view duration. This data helps Ryan see which thumbnail not only attracts the most viewers, but also delivers on their expectations for the video. When it comes to A/B testing, Ryan doesn't just upload 3 random thumbnails and hope for the best. He will upload sometimes 5 sets of A/B tests to find which thumbnails are the best. Using live data to monitor both the click-through rate and the average view duration for the first set of thumbnails he uploads, he determines which thumbnail will be uploaded in the next sets of tests if needed. Let's take this video for example. Initially, Ryan tests significantly different thumbnails, but all still convey the core idea of the video. After the first hour, he swaps out the lowest performing thumbnail with the new one similar to the better performing thumbnails. During the second A/B test, if the thumbnails are performing equally well, Ryan swaps in a third option, again tweaking it slightly to see which one gets the highest click-through rate and retains the viewers for the longest. Ryan completes these first 3 A/B tests within the first 24 hours of uploading. He knows that the sooner he finds a higher performing thumbnail, the quicker his video will gain traction. After 2 days, he performs another round of A/B tests on the top performing thumbnails to continue optimizing. Ryan also recognizes that his audience in the first 48 hours may differ from the audience that finds his video in a week or even a month later. That's why 2 weeks after uploading, he performs a final A/B test with 2 of the original thumbnails against what data has deemed to be the best performing thumbnail, to see if the best performing one will still resonate with a new set of viewers. By conducting these strategic A/B tests, Ryan ensures that he has the most clickable thumbnail without misleading his audience. He lets data guide his choices, keeping his personal biases in check and ensuring that his thumbnails are optimized for success. Ryan's success isn't just because he's a clickbait master. It's also about delivering on the promises his thumbnails and titles make. If he didn't fulfill these promises, viewers would quickly feel unsatisfied, and over time he'd lose their trust. And without trust, his channel wouldn't grow. To avoid disappointing his audience, Ryan makes sure to address the thumbnail and title within the first few seconds of his video. If the video is about 1-star reviews of airplanes, he quickly shows the 1-star reviews of airlines. If he's testing different train seats, the opening seconds will feature trains and the seats he'll be reviewing. By doing this within the first 5 seconds, Ryan quickly delivers on the promise he made in the thumbnail. This tactic plays a crucial role in boosting his average view duration. The longer viewers stay engaged with the video, the more the YouTube algorithm will promote it. By fulfilling his promise right away, Ryan ensures that the viewers stick around longer, which in turn drives the success of his video. The initial payoff in the first 5 to 10 seconds allows Ryan to smoothly introduce the context and set up the video. In most cases, his introductions last under 30 seconds, giving viewers just enough setup before diving into the main content. Let's take a closer look at how Ryan does it.
Avoid this campsite at all costs. I slept on a mound of fire ants and dog poop. 1 star. Today I am testing that 1-star review from Julia, as well as countless others around the country with some of the most concerning 1-star reviews you can imagine. My only rule is I have to leave an honest 5-star review. However, I can't lie. First up, Nashville, Tennessee.
A key part of Ryan's intros is establishing the stakes. In his 1-star review series, for example, he promises to test whether a 1-star review is accurate, and no matter what, he must leave a 5-star review. This setup immediately creates intrigue. What will Ryan encounter at these poorly rated campgrounds? How will he justify leaving a 5-star review? These questions keep viewers hooked, promising them an entertaining adventure. This brings us to Ryan's next strategy, how he uses payoffs throughout the video. Instead of dumping all the 1-star reviews at the start, risking a repetitive or boring experience, he spaces them out strategically. He teases a few reviews before arriving at a campsite, keeping viewers curious and engaged. By placing the review right before testing its validity, he delivers on the video's promise in a timely, satisfying, and memorable way. This approach not only maintains a good pace, but also boosts viewers' retention. The second part of Ryan's strategy is incorporating slower moments at key points. If he rushed from one review to the next, the video might feel too fast-paced and overwhelming. Instead, these slower breather moments allow the story to unfold. The video isn't just about testing reviews anymore, it becomes an adventure, and Ryan is our guide. This creates a deeper connection with the audience, building trust and drawing viewers into the experience. Whether it's an awkward moment or a fun interaction, we feel it with Ryan, enhancing our overall engagement with the content. Ryan isn't just a wholesome YouTuber with a quirky personality, he's a master of storytelling, creating engaging content that keeps viewers coming back for more. There's a lot we can learn from him about crafting videos that attract and hold an audience. If you haven't checked out his channel yet, I highly recommend it. And if you've learned something new today, be sure to subscribe for more YouTube breakdowns, and comment which YouTubers you think we can learn from next.